talk show with the youth, Time Out with Elder David, where we try and give some few minutes of useful counsel, between 10 to 15 minutes of counsel to the youth. Because I know definitely what is going on today, right now, among the youths across the nations of the earth, is most times it's lack of counsel. Of course, there are times where they've been well counseled, but there are some that are not counseled. For example, there are a lot of things I didn't know when I was growing up. A lot of things. I discovered them from friends, from school. So I had to do a lot of things that are a little bit negative. Most people who have been watching my program for a while will know exactly that I've said it again and again. I ended up becoming a cultist, a very violent cultist. I ended up becoming a drunkard, a prostitute. How do I call it now? A gigolo. So these are some of the things that I did then while growing up. I had no advice, I had no counsel, I had nobody to talk to me. They didn't tell me anything at home. And so because they didn't tell me anything at home, I got involved. And in the process, I tried to discover advice, and most of the advice I received were negative advice because they had advice from my friends who themselves know no better. So that's why this program is organized on a daily basis, because it's basically uh, trying to caution you, trying to advise and direct the youth on the steps to take so that they can be able to live a healthy and a better life. Today, we want to look at something different. Yesterday, remember, I was talking about violence, that violence is not the best way to resolve issues. When you have people of different opinion, we are not the same. We are people of different background and different opinion. So we are bound to think differently. So we are to debate among ourselves, but not to fight to that extent. And that's why I said yesterday that it's weak people that try to express themselves through violence. Those who are violent are those who are weak, because they try to express themselves through violence because they are weak. They cannot be able to give out their points, give out their arguments positively. And so they feel that the only way they can marshal out their argument is through violence, and which is not the right steps to take. So today I want to talk basically on something that is also very, very, very important. Uh, I said once that we must develop the attitude of hard work. But today I want to talk about this about determination, going the extra mile. As a young boy, young girl, you are bound to have obstacles. You are bound to have resistance. You are bound to have hard times, especially when you are doing exactly what God wants you to do. We are creation of purpose. So when we begin to embark on God's will, there's a fight back, there's a pushback, naturally a pushback. But success comes from determination. You must be determined. Even when it seems as if nothing is working, you must stand your ground and insist that you must get it right. In school, in the exam, in life, life is full with obstacles. Life is full with resistance. And so it's now left to you to make up your mind and say, no, I want to succeed. Success is a determination. It's not a gift. It's not a gift. You must be determined to succeed. And you must work hard. I remember the story of somebody in America who had a third degree bond. He was in the school, and unfortunately, the school caught fire. And he had a third degree bond. He was badly burned, badly burned. They rushed him to the hospital. All his body were almost gone. When the mother came, the doctors tried their best. At the end of the day, the doctors told him that you will not walk again. You are badly burned, so you cannot walk again. You cannot walk again. So initially he cried. He cried a little bit. The mother cried when he heard that he will not walk again. But after a few minutes of crying, he cleaned his eyes and he told his mother that I'm going to walk again. I'm not only going to walk again, I'm going to run. I'm not only going to run again, I'm going to be one of the best runners on earth. I mean, a little boy that was burnt beyond beyond repair. When we take our doctors in America coming to check him and told him that you are not going to walk again, you know that it's a serious case. But he refused. He said, I am going to walk again. I'm not only going to walk again, I'm going to run again. Because there's resistance, there's obstacles, there's everything that will come to stop you from becoming what you want to become. So at the end of the day, it's not in the hand of the devil, it's in your hands. Whatever you want to become is all in your hands. And the young boy then said he's going to walk again. And in 1972 Olympics in Las Vegas, this young man took gold medal in a mile race. It's not luck. He was determined. He ended up taking gold medal. The person they say will not walk again was the one that took gold medal in the Olympics in America, in Las Vegas. But life is full of challenges. Don't give up hope easily. Fight to the end. Insist to the end. We have a jazz musician, I've forgotten his name now. I think it was Mano Dibango. He went with his friend for an audition, and the music director told him that you don't have music in you. Don't waste your time. After they heard him sing and the rest, they told him that he should go home. Go and look for something to do with your life. You don't have music in you. They pushed him out. And when he was going out initially, he felt so, he cried and shed a few tears here and there. But he told his friend, I'm going to sing. I'm not only going to sing, I'm going to be the best musician on earth. And this is the same person they say will not make it. At the end of the day, he sold over 2 billion. He made over 2 billion in jazz music. He became one of the best, Manu Dibango became one of the best jazz musicians of all times, one of the best jazz musicians. So you're a young boy, I don't know what they've told you. Whether they are devil, they are witches, they believe you one thing or the other, they tell you your foundation is this. No, it's correct. It's possible there's something wrong in those directions. I'm not denying the fact. There might be witches there might be something wrong with your foundation, but you must make up your mind. You cannot shave a man's hair in his absence. You're a young boy, you have life ahead of you, you're a teenager. You must tell yourself, I will succeed. What happens to my father will not happen to me. I've made up my mind that I will be greater than my father. Where my father could not reach, I'm going to reach more than that. You are the one that will make up your mind. You are the one that will insist. The founder of FedEx, in his project, he wrote about overnight delivery of mail overnight. Then there was no, hello, you're welcome to our program. Simona, thank you very much. I don't know where you're calling from, where you are chatting from. But you can always indicate so we can be able to know where you're chatting from and say hello to your country. He went through it. And at the end of the day, then he was around 45, 50 or so. But he believed in this overnight express. At the end of the day, he set up FedEx. And I remember what he said. He said, I didn't succeed because I was more talented. I didn't succeed because I was more intelligent. I didn't succeed because I was the best. He said, I succeeded because I put in more effort, more determination to get to the top. Don't depend on luck. Put in more determination. Keep on trying. I don't know how many times you have failed, but don't give up. You must insist that you must succeed. I mean, when we were growing up, I was in primary school then, I was always taking last. I would be the person that would take last in the class. The last. I was the worst in the school then. My primary school, I was the worst. I believe they managed to promote me then because my auntie was the headmistress or was close to the headmistress then, kind of. That's the word they used. Was among the senior primary school teachers then. That's why they managed to promote me then, not because I was, if they have 25 or 30, in the class, the position will end up becoming 29 out of 30. If you are 31, you will end up becoming 31. So you just manage to come out, manage to pass. I remember then I used to get home, I would be crying, I would tell my parents then that they stole my mark, the teacher cut my mark. Continue like that until I entered secondary school, and it got to a stage where when I was in primary three, I made up my mind that no, I will make it, I will succeed. Attended the lesson and I fall in love with the lesson teacher then. And I went ahead. And before you know what is happening in primary three, then we were still in Form 3. We're not starting this SS they are doing in Nigeria now. In Form 3 then, out of the entire Form 3, I took 9th position. I took 9th position. I told myself, no, and I would end up doing additional maths, ended up going to study chemical engineering. I insisted. So that's what life is all about. I want you to understand there's always resistance. Have you not asked yourself, why is it that when the newborn baby is born, as the baby is coming out from the mother's womb, the baby is crying? Because he knows that he's coming to a world where there's resistance. It's not a funfair. Life is a warfare. So I'm saying this to our teenagers, young adults. You must put in your best. You must work it out. It doesn't matter how many times you have failed. Refuse to fail. Nobody can count you out without your success. Nobody will be able to count you out without your success. It's all in your hands. You must make up your mind. There was a time I watched a wrestling match between two people. I mean, a boxing match. The guy in the blue, the guy in the red. I mean, the guy in the red was hitting down the guy in the blue. The guy in the blue fell down about 3 times. But before the guy will count up to 10, he will get up. He keep getting up. He will fall, he keep getting up. He refused to give up. At the end of the day, he won. Because he refused to be defeated. So I just want you to tell yourself as a young boy, as a young girl, that I refuse to be defeated. It doesn't matter the challenges that comes my way, I will succeed. I've made up my mind to be the best. I've made up my mind to make sure that I become the best in life, and you will become the best. So please, I don't want you to give up hope easily and begin to join them in committing Yahoo, committing fraud, and begin to do all kinds of negative vices. Refuse to join them. Refuse to be an alcoholic. Refuse to be a drunkard. Refuse to join Yahoo, fraud, cybercrime. Refuse to join secret cults. You don't need it. But be serious and be determined that I will succeed. And like I said, as long as you've made up your mind that you want to succeed, no matter the challenges that come your way, you will end up succeeding. So please, just 10 to 15 minutes, almost 15 minutes now. I want you to know that your success is in your hand. It's not in the hand of anyone. Your success is not in the mountain. It's not in the valley. Your success is in your own hands. Everything you need to succeed has been placed by God in you. But you must work it out. So I will say this as I begin to round up. Stop dwelling on the mountain of the failure of the past. Every great success are failures that refuse to give up. You're a young boy, a teenager, a young adult, don't give up hope in life because you are created to succeed. You are born to make an impact on earth and make up your mind that you must succeed. You are not a failure. It doesn't matter how many times you have failed. Keep on trying. Keep on trying. Keep on trying. Because you will end up getting to your destinations. I've seen too many people before that said no. We talk about Abraham Lincoln that tried and tried. At the end of the day, became one of the best presidents in America. Failure is not bus stop. It's not full stop. It's just comma. The journey is still far. So don't give up hope because you experience any kind of failure. The journey is still very, very far. And success is your portion. You are created to succeed. You can't fail without your consent. There's no way you can fail without your consent. You must agree to fail before you can fail, because success is in your hands. So you keep on pressing on and pressing on and pressing on. I remember I had a program in radio station some time ago, and there was no money to continue the radio program. And each time they call me, I will not answer. I will just send text message. I say, I'm very busy. Sorry, I'm busy. Sorry, I'm busy. On this occasion, they called me. I never knew I was not busy, and I don't want to lie. So I answered the call, and I want to explain why I've not called. They said, no. Somebody have made up your mind that they want to be paying for all your radio programs on radio, all your programs on radio. There's a helper that God has destined to help you. The helper will locate you, but you must be in the race. You must be in the race of life before your helper can locate you. The most important thing in life is to locate your purpose, because until you discover it, until you locate your place, you cannot occupy your space. You can only occupy your space when you locate your place. What God has created you to become, you will become. Failure cannot stop you from becoming what you want to become. If you only refuse to give up and you make up your mind that you want to succeed, you will end up succeeding. So this is BHF Foundation, Time Out with Elo David. And so today's discussion is, you must be determined to succeed. Make up your mind to succeed. Don't bother about what the devil tells you or what your friends are telling you. Go and join this, go and join cult. Go and join one cult or secret cult. Go and join one occultic group so that they can take you to one babalawo, one ritualist before you can succeed. Is a lie. It's a lie. Find out what you want to succeed at. Work it out. Be determined. And you will get to the top. Have a wonderful day. Until we meet again tomorrow, please don't give up. You are born to succeed.